Today on Beat Builder TV, we're going to make this beat that you hear in the background. I got the retro MPC right here. I got the MPC plugins loaded. Most of these sounds that you hear are from my 45 expansion, personal expansion list you could get from the link below, or you can also get these MPC expansions. Today, we're going to walk through how I made this beat and show you how you can get the same sound and make the same thing utilizing your MPC standalone. So check it out right after the break. What's going on, guys? It's your brother O.T.G. The O.T.G's for Overtime Grind. Hardly seen, but I'm always around. And today we are in the MPC standalone. I'm going to utilize my MPC to make a beat from scratch. You know, we're going to go grab our sounds, we're going to load them all up, and we're going to make a full beat from start to finish utilizing our MPC and getting this whole thing situated and getting it done for our first beat of the new year. But first, I want to say thank you to everybody from Reddit. Hopefully everybody's had a great 2023 so far. I want to shout out to everybody from YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Make sure you check out the link down below. You got masterclasses. I got MPC expansions. If your MPC is skinny, I got the sounds to get you started, to get your MPC up and running. You know, we probably got the best prices on the internet. And they're still going to go up. We got new videos, lifetime updates. Every time I update a video, you get an email and alert you, let you know that one of these videos have been added to give you some tips and some tricks to help you get better at your MPC. We are going to utilize the global shake, and I'm going to utilize one of the drum kits in there, and we're just going to get it started. BPM is 163, and from there I'm just going to get started. You know, I start with a snare. People ask me, why do I start with the snare? Well, let's get into it starting this year with Beat Builder TV. You know, the reasons why I start with a snare, or I may start with a clap. I could finger drum, I could do some other things, but why O.T.G? Why do you just start with a snare or a clap? You know, for me, I like to make sure that everything stays in key. I don't spend a lot of time in the sample screen. I don't do a lot of time stretching. I don't do a lot of, you know, making sure the keys match, because from the beginning, I start with a snare or a sample or a clap or something to separate that I like, and from there, you know, we make sure that everything that we building now is in key with the drums, the snare, the hi-hats, everything. If I need to go and make some adjustments, we'll go make it from the program edit screen, sample screen 2 from program edit screen. Utilizing the Roland J6 that's off camera as a chord sequencer, that's where we're going to find these chords to kind of get this beat started. I really enjoy the Roland J6 chord sequencer. If you look around, you can find all of the chords online for the Roland J6 chord sequencer. I'll actually add them to the MPC Masterclass, so you could get some of those and boost out your progressions folder, and that way you can kind of utilize these same chords if you would like. do not forget that by utilizing your note repeat button and switching the resolution on the screen, you can change the quantization of the whole beat and how your quantize work. So instead of using a 1/16 rate, if I switch it using note repeat or my note repeat latch button, I can switch it over to 1/8, and now my whole project is in 1/8 quantized until I switch it. You can see it at the top of the MPC screen that is switched to 1/8. That's a quick shortcut for you to be able to, say you're playing something and you keep getting it off beat. Maybe you should just change your quantize and everything will work differently. This is the program edit sample 2 screen. This is a screen where you could get your gain staging together. So this is the root of where I turn down most of my drum samples if I plan on cranking them up a little higher, or if I want to maintain most of the sound without killing some of the extra in the sound. We will go to program edit and go from there and kind of turn the volume down there instead of the track or the pad volume or the other places. Back in this program edit screen, we're going to program edit. Like I said, I have a whole video on the program edit screen itself. In there, that's where you could really mold your samples and get your samples the way that you want, and really try to make each sample yours by going and changing volumes, changing the tune. When you do change the semi knob, it does have some slight time stretching because it's linked to the sample screen. But this version of turning down the volume and or messing with the pitch has the smallest amount of time stretch. If you're a person like me who doesn't really like time stretching, I don't time stretch any of my samples. I try not to. I try to chop them and utilize them in the right way, so I don't have any of that weird time stretch sound, if you know what I'm talking about. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you want to support this channel is supported by people like you, and everything is paid for out of pocket. Therefore, the best way you can support is just by liking the channel. It helps the YouTube algorithms show other people who like this video and are looking for this kind of help. It helps the algorithms find them. Also, if you want to support, you can always click the link down in the description or the first comment, and you could go check out Everybody Likes Free Drum Kits. There's a free drum kit over there. There's free SP404 wallpapers. There's all kinds of free stuff. And there's a masterclass that, as of right now, you can pay what you want, as long as you pay over $7. So make sure you check it out. Make sure you support. That's the biggest way to keep this channel going. Inshallah, everybody had a good new year, and you're making a lot of beats this year. Alright, so I'm going to go to my effects screen. I have an 808 here that I want to turn up and I want people to feel it. So I'm going to utilize the soft clipper and turn it up, hit the volume on it and turn it up a little bit. You might need headphones so that way you can hear how that soft clipper works. But never forget that on your drums, you do have an effects for each and every pad. And you can access that by hitting program edit, then hitting the last button effects, click it one time. Your second screen is drum effects. So don't forget that you have your drum effects, and that's a place where you could go and alter and make some changes to these sounds, bring the volume up and access different things. There's 16 drum effects that you can add to every single pad and every specific drum sound. So don't forget about utilizing your drum effects, guys. My favorite sounds that I like from the MPC sounds is the rich swell. For the type of beats that I make when I don't sample, a lot of these beats that you see on my channel, I'm not sampling. And you know, from you guys, if you've watched a lot of my videos and watched my reels and things of that nature, you can see that I can sample pretty well. You know, I can take almost anything. If you leave 2 bars open, we can sample it, we can flip it, we could turn it into something. But when I'm making beats from scratch, these are a lot of beats that you could place, multi-purpose beats, utilitarian beats. These beats that I make, there's a specific group of sounds that I like that create a great atmosphere. And one of those sounds is the rich swell from TubeSynth. I know it's not highlighted because it's one of the free plugins that comes with the MPC. You know, the YouTube world and the world of production now acts like utilizing sounds that come with your machine is blasphemous. You know, you gotta go get some other place. You gotta download sounds from someplace else. No, I do believe that the plugins sound great and they fit good into whatever it is that you're making if you utilize it properly and you just stacking things the right way. So the rich swell is one of my sounds, and I'm only saying this because I do believe that people need to spend more time with the MPC plugins, checking them out and actually building with their songs. I mean, it makes your MPC experience standalone a whole nother level. I definitely do recommend all of the MPC plugins, all of them. If I was a guy who was serious about beat making, I would have every MPC plugin inside of my MPC standalone. Therefore, I have access to unlimited sounds and the creation of sounds, so I can make the type of sounds I want and the type of beats that I want. Make sure you follow me on all social media as I figure out these chords and get them together with my J6 and get everything together. Make sure you follow me on all social media at Brother O.T.G. Make sure you check out my all of the music that I have up. We have albums on albums on albums at brotherotg.bandcamp.com. In 2023, you'll be able to find all of the beats, all of my albums, all of my stuff on my Bandcamp. I say all the time, the goal of Beat Builder TV is to make you technically better at your MPC, your SP404, Machine, Reason, Ableton, to have better understanding of how to make beats that people actually nod their heads to. You know, every video we make a new beat from the bottom up. You know, we utilize the sounds you see from the beginning to the end, how I put it together. And these are one of multiple beats. One day I will show all of the beats that I make in one day. You know, from these specific drum kits, I probably made 7 beats on January 9th. The ones that you hear are the ones that I feel like have the best technical aspects that people could watch. So I'm not here to win a Grammy. I'm not here to be the best producer on YouTube, even though I feel like I am one of the best. And I feel like, you know, if you put me up against somebody, it'd be a long night for them. But again, that's a whole nother conversation. A lot of you guys are new to your MPC, new to beat making. Even if you've been doing it for years, you're new to arranging and the understanding and ideas behind arranging. And, you know, there's some bad habits you gotta lose and some new habits you gotta make. So I appreciate you guys for checking it out. Make sure you check out the link in the description below. It's a masterclass available. There's 45 expansions available. There's personal expansions. We have all kinds of stuff. I'll have templates coming for the MPC where you could just open up. We're going to start sample sharing. There's a lot of different things that I'm going to add to the channel. Make sure you check out my beat videos. Those beat videos I did the last couple days before the end of the year were to test out the sampling. So now that I know how I can sample on the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment because more samples are on the way. Let's speed this thing up and get to the arranging. All right, so we named everything, and now we're just going to play our mute groups. And this part, people ask me a lot, why do I utilize the one track method? Why do I utilize the one track, one sequence method? I feel like if I don't have 2 different sequences or I can't flip the drums or freak the drums with the mutes by turning off hi-hats or add and drop offs, then I'll go to song mode, especially if I'm sampling in most aspects. We go over to song mode, we'll line up our 2 different sequences, and then we'll still play the mutes at the end. When I say play the mutes, it's just showing what I'm doing now, muting certain sounds and unmuting sounds in our arrangement and recording that automation into our MPC. So inshallah, you found something that helps you. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. Make sure you check out the expansions. Make sure you check out the other videos. Make sure you check out beatbuilder.tv, brotherotg.com. Follow me on all social media at brotherotg. Make sure you comment. And we got some free stuff on the website, all kinds of different things to help you. And I will see you guys tomorrow in another episode of Beat Builder TV. I'm your brother, Brother O.T.G.